First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start out here with the option left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I can...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now. Big Lions. Hustle, hustle.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're on a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. York now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 25, here's second down and 2. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this will be caught by Mooney. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Mixon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That That's all down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Fields. Eluding the press. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football. Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Ready.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On play action, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Dances by him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go, son.
First down, Bears.
They'll try the right side with Henry. A beautiful fake. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Hooker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
Second down and 8.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Mixon trying to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mixon again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 45, Lions 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Hold me ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Hooker. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked.
You